Hello and welcome to a special look at Planet Zoo 2. I'm Zach and this is Mel, and today we're going to be diving into Sandbox for the very first time. We're going to be showing you what it's like really to build a zoo in Planet Zoo 2. So should we just go straight in?
Yeah, let's go straight in, Zach. At the moment we've opened up in Africa. You can see how beautiful this map is. I'm really excited about this one because I just love the mountain in the background.
Yes.
I think it's so gorgeous. That cloud cover is so dramatic. And we're going to dive in and just show a few of the fun, creative things that we can do in Planet Zoo now. Yeah,
I mean, we've got loads to cover today, but I think before we even get started, Mel, one thing that immediately caught my eye is the fact there's a car park here in this Sandbox zoo, right?
That's right.
The amount of times I've, watched creators play the game, and they spend hours and hours building car parks, which is great. And so, as we've seen, this Sandbox already has one for you to get started, I guess, straight away, which is handy for us today, Mel, because we want to get straight into our zoo. So, what is the first step, Mel? What are we doing first in our little Sandbox zoo today?
Well, since we've already got our car park ready and we've got our spaces where our guests will arrive, because they should arrive from these little buses over here as well. We've already got a nice little entranceway already created because we loaded into a sculpted Sandbox zoo as well. So then this is what you'll get when you load into this map. And the very next thing that we need for our guests is just a plaza, an entrance space, maybe even where the guests can grab a bite to eat. And maybe even something like a gift shop. Most gift shops are right at the entrance of the zoos to really entice you in as well. So I'm going to grab the pathing tool, and then we can build out a nice plaza area for our guests as well. So in the tool here, you can see that you get a couple of options here. And I actually want to go for something that suits the environment that we're in. We're in grasslands, we're in Africa. So then let's have a look and see some options that we can grab here. We've got the South Clay path.
Very nice.
Which is really nice. We've got all different types of pathing, relating to the different themes. And so today we're going to be working with the South theme predominantly as well.
Which is one of our new themes, right?
It is.
Planet Zoo 2.
And it's really beautiful. It's one of our most colorful themes in game. And then when I show you those blueprints, you'll see just how colorful they are. And then I am going to also add a little path curb. What's really nice is that when I selected the South Clay curb, you can see it automatically then matches the curb to the theme you want to actually use, which is really useful. And to make my life easier, I'm just going to go straight in with the stamp tool. And what's really exciting about the stamp tool right now is that you can go up in smaller increments, which is really handy.
Especially for people like you, right?
Yes.
You get really into the detail, you can now fine-tune it. And this is, I guess, one of the very first immediate advances in Planet Zoo 2, right, that we're seeing is this new pathing tool. If you're familiar with Planet Coaster 2, it is similar to that, but obviously the team have worked on improvements as well. And as Mel is very, very easily dropping down a really wide, nice path to get us started. While you're doing this, Mel, I guess if you're new here, Planet Zoo 2 is a creative management simulation game where you can build zoos and aquariums of your dreams, essentially. And I think one of the main things with Planet Zoo 2 is not just aquariums, but also aviaries, which we're going to take a look at later as well. So lots and lots of improvement in the game, which, we are happy to sit down and just play the game. It feels nice, right, to be here just playing the game. Obviously, we did the showcase a few months back where we showed you a finished zoo, and I think that was a zoo that you had also built, right? The announced trailer zoo that we showed
no, that
off.
was built by my fellow colleague Joe.
Also very
really
skilled.
Talented park builder as well. And you're right, this is the first time we're actually just diving in and just playing the game, which is really, really exciting.
So I've noticed while I was talking, you've already built something here. What's the plan? What are we doing?
So I'm going to just build out just a little area for our guests. Nothing too fancy, just want to also show the ease of how quickly you can get stuff down as well. And also just how easy it is to just build a slightly elevated area for your guests. So I had gone in and actually used the line builder tool, just raised it ever so slightly to create some stairs. And then again, went back to my stamp builder, and then it automatically snaps to where you last built the path. And it just goes down so easily as well. And even just as like a light demonstration, if you built out a section and you were not quite sure on the shape you want to build, let's just say you kind of build out a little bit awkwardly around, right? Like if I go back in here again with the stamp builder as well, it'll just easily kind of go over this pathing.
Yeah.
And you can see these lines here that it creates so you know where your pathing is going to go. And it just makes life so much easier. Like, see, there's already forming this like Z shape, and it'll just fill that in. It's really, really simple to use the pathing at the moment, and it's come a long way from Planet Zoo 1.
Yep. Awesome. All right, so are we ready to put some shops down for our guests?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's take a look and see what we can grab over here as well. We will need some power, which we'll put down in a minute.
Okay.
First, want to get an idea of what shops we actually want to put down for our guests.
Yep.
So our guests will need some food, some drink, and even some toilet facilities as well.
Yep.
And I believe we actually have some new in-game brands that have come to Planet Zoo 2 as well, Zach.
We do have some new in-game brands. So off the top of my head, we've got Chief Leaf, who is a particular favorite, I think, so far. Have we got Chief Leaf here?
I love that. There's a Chief Beef and
Chief Leaf. There we go. So yes, we've got Chief Leaf. We've also got Moon Jelly Donuts. We've got Trunker Trinkets, which we might see later. And we've also got Toucan Eats, which is part of the pre-order bonus as well, which is a really nice kind of pizza shop. There we go.
Oh, that's so cute. And as you can see, we've got obviously the undecorated shop versions as well. They come in a building form like this, or you can even have them as a little shop counter as well. So you can build bigger shops or even smaller ones as well. So I'm going to demonstrate both with the blueprints as well that we're creating game.
Yep.
So then if I also filter out for the theme that we want to use today, which is South, and you can see here that there's loads of different themes as well as returning themes from the base game of Planet Zoo 1.
Yep.
So we'll grab the South theme.
Lovely.
And then I want to get my guests a combo of food and drink.
Okay. So you're going to put down what this is, the shell, right?
This, right. This is
so
the
this
shell.
doesn't have any of the shops inside it yet. This is just purely the framework, and then you can choose what shop's going to go inside.
Exactly. And this is a good showcase of, remember when I said to you, Joe built that beautiful announce park? He also contributed by building this beautiful blueprint that you see with you now with the South theme. And like I mentioned earlier, you can see just how colorful this is. Everything is bright and colored, and then as we put more buildings down, you'll see that variation you can achieve with your park as well.
Another thing I noticed, the moment you did that, it was very easy. You just placed that shell right on top of the path there. There was no kind of, we didn't need to connect it to the edge of the path or anything like that. You just plonked it straight down, and it worked.
Exactly. Like in Planet Zoo 1, you had to connect it to the edge of the path where your curb was. Now you can just put it, if you wanted to, right in the center of this plaza as well, which makes it so easy. And your guests will also navigate that. They will know that that is there, which is really, really cool. So we'll grab maybe Toucan Eats.
Sure.
I think that was a really fun one. So what I'll do is, as I kind of place it over the building, you'll see here it says select group of the shop shell to add to, because then it'll form part of this group. So if I select that, you can see now we're editing the shop shell large. And this will go, check it out, snugly in those little windows. So I'll put one there, and then we also want to grab a drink, I think, for our guests.
Your choice, Mel.
Oh, dealer's choice. What about Perky Panda? That's really cute. Okay, I love this one. So delightful.
Let's do So Delightful.
Super simple.
We've got our food and drink immediately set up there.
And if I were to unpause the game,
lovely.
There goes the shutters, and your staff are already available to start serving your guests.
Cool.
Which is really great. So we've got food and drink sorted for our guests as well. And I think we're going to want to probably add a toilet facility as well.
Let's do that, please.
So I'm going to go over here, and I think I'm going to make this also like a little seating place for our guests to come and eat. They can grab their food, and then they can sit on a nice little raised area of the park as well. So we'll go back down to South, and then we've got these really colorful seating areas. Look at that. They're so pretty. So I'm going to put a couple of these down. Let the guests come and sit here and enjoy. I didn't put that down evenly. That's going to bother me, so I'm going to replace it a little bit
Sometimes
more.
that's the difference. I like to be, uneven in my parks. Maybe that's down to skill. Maybe that's just how I like things,
To be fair, that's probably more realistic as well, because not everything has to be exactly symmetrical, and I mean that's just normal, isn't it?
I love these as well.
These are so pretty, and these will then go in there, and what we can do is we can snap them to where they would sit.
Okay,
so check it out.
Cool. Yeah, super easy.
So it's really, really quick and easy. You can just then put these down and they'll snap into the position that they should be in, which is really handy. And I'm going to turn that off just in case I don't need that later on. And then I think we also need a few benches for the guests.
Sure.
And this is also really nice. It'll snap to the edge of your path where you need it, but you can also, if you want to, put them in the center as well, which is really, really handy. So I think we'll put some around the sides. There we go, just like that.
So really, you've just got so much flexibility now, right? Versus the original game in terms of where you want to build on your paths, around the edges of your paths. Really, it's up to you now, right?
100%. And it allows you so much more creative freedom, I think, as well. And I mean, you can see how quickly I did that, you know, and this is just obviously a very basic setup as well. And so I also want to put down the toilet facility, but the facilities will need the terrain underneath them as well. So what I'm also going to do here is a very quick demonstration of some of our terrain tools as well. So just a very simple demonstration would be, I want to raise this path, this terrain to match up with the pathing. And then what will happen is it will automatically stop when it reaches the pathing like that.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to lift it up ever so slightly and then use the flatten to foundation option to just spread that out and around.
Easy.
Super, super simple. And these tools have also had a very big upgrade from Planet Zoo 1 and are much more powerful, which is really, really nice.
But still easy to use, right?
Super simple. And then the smoothing tool especially as well, this has had quite a big, powerful upgrade.
I can tell you're excited about the smoothing tool.
Especially when you've created things like mountains in your habitats or a decorative feature. I've just lowered the intensity because I don't want to go too crazy, but I'm just going to soften around this outside just to add a smoother gradient to this raised area as well, like that. And then because I know the toilet is a little bit bigger, I'm just going to make a bit more space for my toilet blueprint just over here.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Even that out. Just like that.
Nice.
There we go. And then let's go and grab our guests a toilet facility as well. Here we go. There's all the south blueprints.
Very nice.
Loads of color.
Yep.
And then there we go. There's a nice large south toilet. And then if you want to, you can even see when you would put it at the edge, it'll automatically snap. Which is really, really nice.
It's very nice with your bench placement though. It's almost like you planned it.
It almost is. That was actually really lucky. In the back of my mind, I was like, I hope this lines up, actually. That's an important thing about park planning. Plan ahead first.
Yes, definitely helps.
And then I'm just gonna smooth this out a little bit because it's a little bit floaty there. Just make that look a little bit neater, just like so. Because also this pathing will wrap around, and then I can show you how easy it is now that we've placed another building. We can just add a little bit extra pathing to the sides here to finish this off.
Lovely.
There we go. So I'm gonna grab again just the stamp tool.
Sure.
And I'm just going to make that about 4 meters. And you see how that quickly snaps? So it knows that I just want to complete that like that. Oh, sorry, here's actually a good tip. So the pathing will normally follow the terrain. And so what you normally have to do is on your ground snapping, you sometimes want it to be suspended rather than following the terrain. Following the terrain is nice when you want to do something that feels like maybe it's a hiking path. It's very natural. Whereas because I want this to be a little bit more built out, I want it to be actually lifting off the terrain.
Right, I see.
And you see that fixed the problem that we just saw earlier.
Easy.
So that's a nice quick solution to when you're seeing if your pathing is not aligning, it's just because it's going with the terrain.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that's it.
Cool. All right, so just like that, we've got a little we've got our food and drink, we've got our toilets for our guests. Should we have a look at some of the staff facilities as well before we get some animals into the zoo?
That's right. We will need those before we get our animals ready. So I'm actually I think I'm gonna build a little pathway here and pop our facilities just off to the side, and we'll make use of our line builder tool so we can show you how that looks as well.
Cool.
So we're just you can see it also, you get straight options. And then if I push the / key on my keyboard, I get curve.
Yep. I use the curve probably 99% of the time. I just like the more smooth, natural vibe in my zoos.
100%. And it's like, I think it's straight is nice when you are wanting to build like really, really precise.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
curve is nice when you want to go for that more organic look to it as well. And we'll just build like a nice like circular area here, I think.
And you can just very easily do, and the path will just conform to where you placed it.
It will.
Super easy.
It'll just cut over it. So even if I were to do this,
Oh wow, yeah.
I could just do a little cloud on the ground.
Nice, nice. And I mean, it's funny that you place the staff facilities right here, right in the entrance. And I think that is another key change that we've made in Planet Zoo 2.
Yes.
Staff facilities will no longer kind of cause a detriment to your guests. They're more than happy to see staff facilities, as you would expect. Obviously, you know, as Gareth mentioned in the last showcase, we try to look at how, you know, real zoos are operating, and a lot of zoos these days are very, very open about staff facilities, and they let you see in, right? And that's kind of what we wanted to recreate in Planet Zoo 2. So you're going to put down some more blueprints, and then we'll show you something else that you can do with staff facilities in Planet Zoo 2. So again, super easy, right, in terms of placing down your facility blueprints.
100%. And let's dive in and I can show you then again just how colorful these are. And it's just like the variety in blueprints is really, really lovely. And you can see it also again, if I put it to the edge, it'll just automatically snap if you want it, or I could just put it in the middle if I want. So I'm going to pop them around on the side over here as well.
Okay.
Just make sure that that's all lined up. Again, it could be my terrain as well, slightly off, but that's okay. And then just in case our animals potentially get a little bit sick, you never know, as they do, we'll add a quarantine building, and then I'll draw in a pathing for that as well.
Sure.
And then we'll do a keeper hut last, because that's kind of your go-to.
Yeah.
A small staff room for them to come and relax in.
That's a lovely blueprint.
I was about to say, this is one of my favorite blueprints. I think it's so cute.
And again, here's fully open, right?
Yeah.
Like this is you know, in the first game you had the boxes, which you still have the option to put down the kind of grey boxed shops, but in Planet Zoo 2, if you want to, you can have these really, really open blueprints. And not just that, we'll show you in a moment what else you can do, but this is stunning.
Oh, it's such a beautiful example of what you can do with the blueprints and how open you can be. You can see obviously with the quarantine building, we did close that up a little bit because, you know, when animals are sick, you want to give them a little bit of privacy while they're getting better as well. And then we're going to also pop down a vet surgery.
Yep.
There we go. And then I'll connect the path to this as well. Is that the way I want it to go? Where's my entrance? Oh, there's the entrance.
We can make that work, right?
I probably could squeeze that in. I might replace that one. I think I put it a bit too close to the
You
other
can,
building.
again, immediately tell the difference between how we both play the game, right? I'm like, oh yeah, that'll work for me. Whereas, you know, this has to be perfect. This must be perfect.
It's got to all line. The doors have all got to face the right way.
I understand.
Otherwise, what are we doing here? And then we also need our trade center as well, before I forget about that one. There's our keeper hut, which we'll grab in a moment, and we'll show you a demonstration of that. And then, there we go, there's the trade center. Also, like, so cute with this roof as well. You can see variety, like there's loads and loads of variety with these buildings.
I love the verticality, like the difference in verticality in different roofs. It's really nice.
100%. I think that was one of the key styles for the South theme as well, was we wanted to elevate the roofs off of the buildings that you can see here, and everything is supported by these like all these wooden pillows and posts, which is really, really nice. So there is this noticeable style that's gone on with this theme, which is really lovely. It adds a new twist to what we had seen in our Africa theme, especially on Planet Zoo 1 as well. So there we go. There's a nice little.
You got a perfect area there, and it took you again, you know, couple of minutes really, just choosing the blueprints that you wanted straight in, and you know it looks great already. I'm sure obviously you could spend hours and hours more detailing this out, but what else can we do with the staff facilities, Mel?
So we'll put down our keeper hut, and I'm going to put that because we're going to obviously do a demonstration of our animals and the various habitats that we can build in Planet Zoo 2. So what I'm also going to do is I think I'm going to put the keeper hut just a little bit behind there so it's a bit closer to our animals, because that one is going to be the most frequently visited by our staff members as well. So let's actually grab a bit of pathing again, and then we can actually, I'll make this a little bit wider as well, because this will start being our traffic flow for the guests. So this will be the way that they'll come and start seeing our animals, like somewhere around in this facility as well. So then I think I'm going to pop a keeper hut, maybe just somewhere like here, I think will be fine. And then, as you mentioned as well, Zach, we're going to actually grab an undecorated keeper hut.
Sounds good. I guess while you're placing that down, Mel, just if you're new again, we're in Sandbox mode. And so what Sandbox mode means is that you basically have unlimited resources. You can create, like I said earlier, the zoo of your dreams, really. You don't have a kind of monetary restriction. You have unlimited conservation credits, etc., and you can really go into a lot of detail in how you build. So if you're a really creative person, this is probably the mode that you'll end up spending the most time in. But obviously we also have franchise mode, which is where you can create really a kind of global connection of your zoos around the world. That is, you do obviously have money that you have to think about, all of your staff happiness, guest happiness, etc. And then we also have career mode, which is really nice if you're new to Planet Zoo or Planet Zoo 2. A great way to jump in and learn the ropes and have a bit of fun with a fun little narrative. And some fun characters as well.
Yes, there's loads of fun characters that are actually in game, and they're really nice to hear the story as well. Especially, like, I've been enjoying actually following that along in the background, and I can't wait for everyone to see that unfold.
Right. So
here we go. I've placed down this is the undecorated keeper hut, as you can see. So very plain. Very, very simple. And then you can have this just as this if you wanted to. Which makes it really, really simple, especially for new players as well. You can just take this straight as it is and then go into our modular building and grab a bunch of scenery pieces and put it around, which is really, really nice. So what I can even do is maybe put down 2, so then I can show you what both options could potentially look like as well. So if I was just kind of starting out, I would probably grab this one that you see here, and then I would go into our scenery tab and filter for whatever theme you would like to see. Grabbing our south theme, which is the one for today. And then if you had noticed, when I placed down the keeper hut, just to also show this as well, this is what I would normally do. So if I delete that quickly and I just place it down again, it automatically has the grid system on. And that's part of the modular building. So I can also stay in this grid, go into scenery, and I can just start grabbing whatever I kind of want to build with.
And you can see the difference in the pieces here on the browser. So some of them have the grid behind them, right? And that's to indicate that you can use them in the modular kind of grid-based setting.
That's right, exactly. So then the ones without the grid pieces, that's a little bit more advanced if you're feeling like you want to try and tackle a bit more of a complicated design, especially if you want to build stuff that's more organic. Or like the grid pieces, as you can see here, you can just go in and just start putting around your little building. Grab a little door, like that.
Nice.
Just like that.
And you could go on to decorate this and kind of build from there, right?
You can.
But what have we got in Planet Zoo 2 that makes it super exciting and fun and fresh? What can you now do with these shells?
So especially for a player like me, what's really exciting is that we can completely strip the walls down, which is amazing. So we can literally go into customization over here. I think there's even an option all in.
Very nice.
Because you can also choose if you want us to do it, leave 1 or 2. But we're going to take it all out.
Okay.
Just like that.
Sounds good.
So then there's our completely empty shell, but complete with mini fridge.
Of course.
Because that's important.
Yeah.
That's where the food comes for our animals. And then, as I'm sure you picked up on, Zach, when we were looking at the different blueprints here, the whole design is wanting it to be open and really airy. So let's actually see how open we can make this one as well. So I actually want to grab like some of the planters, because these are really, really lovely pieces. Really nice pieces in the south theme as well. And then I'm actually going to just start putting down a couple of the planters. And we've got these little corner pieces like so. This is like a centerpiece. And then remember what I showed you earlier. If you go into your snapping option and say position snap, then this will automatically join in like that, which is really handy. And then same with this piece, is if I hover over that joint, it'll automatically snap. Just like that. And then it should be relatively, it should all have been lined up like that. Rotate this one the other way. There we go. Just like that. And then I'm going to round these off with just a little closing piece.
Nice.
Yeah, these are just
so
satisfying. And then, as I mentioned, color is a big thing.
It is.
In the south theme. And so if I select all the pieces, like so, and then you can go into their color palette on the left here. What's your favorite color, Zach?
Red.
Red.
But I don't know whether that fits nicely into your...
I think it does.
Okay.
You know, I mean, especially where I'm from in South Africa, we love bold colors.
Okay, let's try it out.
So let's go very, very bold. What kind of red would you like? Do you want like a nice deep red like that?
That is nice.
That is actually
nice,
really nice. I like that. That's very nice. So we've got like a little bit of a base. And then let's pop on, I want to kind of get an idea where I want my roof. So it sounds a bit strange, but yeah, I'll go roof first, and then we'll put in the sports.
I'm learning too. I trust you. Oh, I see. Okay, so because we're going with the more open vibe, it's sometimes easier to go roof first, so that you're not. You know, this isn't a grid piece, right? This is just a separate roof.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted to demonstrate as well, is like this is then how things can look and feel when you're off grid. You get a bit more freedom into what you can do. And what's really, really exciting with the off grid pieces as well, scaling.
Ooh.
So I can match this up perfectly with my planter at the bottom. So just so I don't eyeball it, I'm gonna just put it down in the ground, like roughly like just above it like that. So I can just see it's all matching, line it up a little bit better. And then I want it to go a little bit over the planter, like that. And then I'm gonna go into advanced move and just raise the roof.
Nice.
Just like
I
that.
like that.
And then I just click, and it's there.
Cool.
And then there's my roof.
Nice. Okay.
Which is really, really useful.
So how do we finish this off?
Well, because, you know, if you wanted to, you don't have to abide by the laws of physics. You could leave it if you want.
Yes, you
but
could,
we will abide. And I'm going to put in some wooden posts as well to hold up the roof, because that's often quite a feature we see in our south theme. And they're really, really nice. Because it's a little bit more open. What's also, I really like these pieces. I like kind of almost making it feel slightly obscured, which is quite nice. I think this should be big enough. And you can see it automatically will do the snapping. And then if that's, you know, a bit too, like if you want a bit more control, if it's limiting your movement a bit too much, you just turn that off, and then you get that freedom of movement again as well, which is really, really nice. So I'm actually going to put down a little bit of a light, like almost like a wall type thing, just to give it a little bit more of an enclosed feel, but still nice and airy and open, just like that.
And quite natural as well, right?
Exactly, and it's like, these are also colorable as well, so we can also go in and change the color of these wooden fences. And like I even kind of like a little bit of, in the south, you don't want everything to be perfect. You want it to be slightly like you can see I've made things slightly higher and lower. Like I'm not too worried about it being perfect. You want it to feel very natural and organic. So let's think, maybe we can go for like a blue kind of color if you wanted to, because you can even go away from your natural colors. And we can make this a really vibrant
Nice.
shop,
I like it.
just like that.
Yep.
Very, very dramatic. And then we're going to add in some posts.
Okay.
I think we'll want just 4 meters to start with. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, that was lucky. I was not even, I kind of eyeballed that a little bit.
Well, you've had a lot of experience now, Mel, with this.
It never feels like enough. Like every time I dive in, I always feel like I could do more things. And especially when I see the content creators and like when the players get their hands on the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the stuff you see created is amazing. And it just constantly inspires me to do even more things.
Yeah. I can imagine. So, this is pretty much, in theory, this is pretty much good to go, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All we need to do now is connect it up to a path, and we've got essentially a zookeeper hut, which, as you see, you got on the left there, that is kind of what the base version would look like in the original game, and you can still obviously use that if you would like. But if you want to go much more custom, you can create really whatever you like, and you can use pretty much any scenery piece. As Mel demonstrated, you can scale, you can flexi-color, even stuff from the original game that's been brought over, you can now scale and flexi-color and use to your heart's content, really, to create something really unique. And obviously then put it on the workshop, right, to share with people like me. So I can't build as well as you, Mel, so please put this on the workshop and I can use this in my zoo on launch day.
100%. Like, I think that's really nice. Like, the workshop, even for me, has been a great space, especially when I was starting out, especially for Planet Zoo 1. There was so much on there. You could build an entire zoo from just workshop, which was really great.
Yeah.
You know, we're so grateful for our players for being so welcoming of that.
Yeah. And in Planet Zoo 2, obviously, the workshop is accessible no matter where you play, right? If you're on console as well, you'll be able to jump in with and use some of the builds from some of the PC players and vice versa. So really is really welcoming if you're a new player and you want to just get started and get a zoo put together quickly.
100%. I'm gonna add one final touch into this keeper hut because I think they're really, really cute. And that is like some of the more backstage decorative elements.
Everybody loves backstage stuff. Very popular.
Those are really, really fun. And this is all in the planet theme, so you can see there's loads. There's absolutely loads in here. Here we go. So there's like the facility decor. That's what it's actually called.
Should we go with, what do you want to go with?
Let's pop in, let's see, we've got, like, I know there's like some little files and stuff in here, but I think I'm gonna pop in like a little lamp in case it gets dark.
Sure.
When they're making the food. And then, you can even put in a gas mask. Here's a food tab, because this is a keeper hut. So we'll put that, I'll even just pop that down here.
Nice.
Just something like that.
Yep.
And then you never know, safety first.
Yeah.
You never know if there's going to be a fire. Hopefully not. So just put that on the wall, on the post like that. And yeah, I think that's like, it's shaping up really well into a little facility. You can make it feel like someone actually like works and almost like, you know, interacts with this environment. You know, almost tell a little story in each of your facility buildings, which is great.
Lovely.
I think that's, yeah. And then I think, because this is also a keeper hut, we'd probably be good to have like a little bin or something outside. Just like that. Because there's usually a bit of waste involved.
There is. Awesome.
There we go.
All right, so whistle-stop tour really of the kind of stuff that you can do with the facilities, the guest shops and things like that. As you can see, as Mel's demonstrated, you've got really a lot of creativity now when it comes to your shops and facilities. But let's move on to some animals, right? So I think the first thing we need to do probably is get some staff into the zoo. At the bottom there, we can hire some staff. Should we just drop kind of one of each in for now, just for the purposes of the demonstration? Yeah. Super easy, right?
Super, super straightforward. I'm just going to unpause the game just so you can see them coming in. There's our keeper, really essential for the care of your animals. Our mechanic.
Oh yes, we might need some power and water as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, we're going to have to power up these facilities, and then the mechanic will take care of that as well. I don't think we need any more vendors because our shops are all taken care of. Our vet, in case our animals get ill.
And you can have an educator.
We can have an educator.
Yep.
Yeah, they're really important for doing those talks for the guests, which is really, really nice. And then, as you mentioned, we're just going to quickly pop in some power. Because you're right, I did forget about that, and that is important.
That's all right. You were very focused on the building.
I was.
Makes a lot of sense.
And then, as you can see, we get the heat map for the coverage. So I'm going to try and put it somewhere like relatively in the middle, and that will cover all of our buildings, possibly just by our staff. Makes the most sense actually, so that can just go there.
And obviously you can, if you know, when you're playing the game yourself, you can fully decorate these out as well, right? And
you can
cover them up if you like, or leave them open if you like. It's up to you.
Exactly, because you can see they're also displayed on a grid form. So then, like what we demonstrated earlier, you could just pop in a bit of scenery around it as well. And then I think we're going to add a few animals to our zoo. So we're going to have to get them ready in the trade center.
Yeah. So we'll head over to trading and storage. And this is where we might do a bit of magic so that we don't reveal some of the animals that you guys are yet to know about.
We've got to keep some hidden.
Keep some secrets. So what are we going to go ahead and add first? I'm going to do the hair?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was also trying to decide. I was like, I love aquariums, but we'll save that for later. So we'll grab our mountain hare. So here we can adopt them. I think, can I select multiple? I'll just do one at a time. So we want probably one male and then maybe a couple females.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll grab these 2 females.
And again, it's worth pointing out at this point that this is very much in development footage, so don't worry about the numbers like the balance of conservation credits and costs. This will obviously change as we get closer to launch. And again, same, we're obviously getting into the fun part now where we place some animals into our zoo. These animals may misbehave a little bit, but don't worry, again, this is all very much development gameplay.
The joys of development. And what bird are we adding today, Zach?
We're going to add the shoebill.
Oh, from our recent animal
popular.
spotlight.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's a beautiful bird. I think we'll grab also a male and a female.
Okay.
There we go. And then finally our aquatic animals.
Yeah.
So I think we're adding the lionfish today.
We're going to go with the red lionfish.
I'll also grab 2 of these.
Okay.
And then I think maybe a couple of shoals for our aquarium as well. I really like the bannerfish.
Okay.
I think that they're actually quite lovely. So I might even grab 2 of those, bring a bit of life into the tank, make it nice and full, and maybe even like the yellow tang.
Okay.
1 more. There we go. So we've got 4 shoals to put in our aquarium later, and then they're all gone to storage.
Yep.
So we should be able to grab them. There we go. There's all of our animals.
Lovely.
Ready to go. We can come back and grab them when we've got all of their habitats ready.
Cool. All right. So we've just got all of our animals from the trade center. But what we're going to do is use a blueprint, right? We're going to make it show really how kind of quick and easy it can be to place a habitat down in Planet Zoo 2. So shall we do that for the hare?
100%. And in our habitats tab, it's all ready for you. And if I type in hare, it'll give me a recommended habitat blueprint to place down. So this is the European small, as you can see here, perfect for our little hares. And that was it. It's as simple as placing it down like that. We just need to add a little pathway here just so that they can access the habitat, bring it from our trade center.
Nice.
Just like that. So I think we should go and grab our hare now and bring it into the zoo.
Easy. So into the storage tab. And we've got all of our animals that we selected earlier, but yeah, let's just go with the hares for now.
There's our 3 hares, and we say send to zoo. And there's their habitat ready to go.
Nice.
There we go. There goes our vet. I'll speed this along a little bit.
Makes sense.
There
you go.
There we go.
And then once the hare is in, we can kind of see what other adjustments we need to make, right?
100%. Because we're in a grassland biome, they might need a few adjustments. There they are.
Lovely.
Oh. So then to see what they need, I'm going to select a hare.
Sure.
So opening up their tab, they just need, I see they need a bit of enrichment. So I'm going to grab this from the habitat. Because I've already filtered it out, there's already a couple of options here. And I'm going to grab them maybe a little ball. Just a small ball. And I like to sink the bases down into the terrain.
Yep.
And then they also need a food-based enrichment. There goes the ball into the water and probably, nope, I thought that was also going to roll into the water as well.
The melon is staying where it belongs. And then maybe like one more toy. They're very picky. They want one more toy enrichment, it looks like, as well, maybe.
For 100%.
Yeah.
Let's grab, what's this? Oh, you know what? This is a really cute one. The tunnel.
Very
this
nice.
is a really nice one. So I'll put that maybe up here. There we go. So enrichment is all taken care of. And then now we also want to sort out their terrain.
Yep.
So looking at their environment, we just need to add a little bit more grass. And then if I click that, it'll take me straight into the tab that I need. Super straightforward. Make that a little bit smaller. And let's go in and just start adding some grass into this habitat as well. They need quite a bit of grass.
Yep.
There we go. Hey, nice and simple.
Yep.
Give them a little bit extra, make it a little bit green for them. And then they also need some sand in the habitat as well. Make that a little bit less of a percentage. Just add some sand around the water. You can see they don't need as much sand as they need grass as well. There we go. Let's see if that has helped them. He's happier with that.
And then it's just drinking water, it looks like now.
Yes.
So do we need to put the water filtration?
We will need to, we can pop in also. There is just a little water,
sure.
water fountain as well. And it gives groundwater specifically as well. So I'll just pop that near to their shelter like that. And then it will automatically flatten the terrain. Coming through the grass. I love that the grass is now dynamic with their movement as well. Need a little bit more drinking water. So I'll just add one more into the other side of their habitat. And then that should be them. Let's pop that over there.
All right. So we have our little habitat set up for the hares.
Yeah, they're looking happy.
Took you what, all of 2-3 minutes?
Just a couple of minutes. It's so easy with the blueprints that we have in game. And then you just solve. Look at their needs. You can see the little breath from the cool air that's in their habitat. Very cute.
Yep. And I guess one other thing, before we move off the hare, I've noticed that this habitat has got some water in it. If we did want to make that little water area a bit larger or a bit smaller, you can do that, right? Without having to remove the water. You can now just do something very, very quick and easy. Should we have a look?
Let's definitely have a look at that. This was something I was so excited about when I saw that this was coming in. It was really hard not to talk about this for a very long time.
There it is. There it is. For all the original Planet Zoo players that are watching this, I think this is going to be potentially one of the favourite moments of the entire showcase.
100%. You can just live edit the water and it goes so smoothly, and you can use any of these tools.
Yeah.
So it's not just the push down tool as well. You can also use the flatten terrain tool as well. And you can see I can make this a bit of a softer gradient for our hares to come to the water's edge. And it's really as simple as that. And this was a game changer as well. And then because there is water around here, we can also use this waterlogged brush if you want to add a little bit more detail. And then it actually, you can see here, it makes this a little bit more like wet grass, and you can put it over any terrain you've put down in your habitat.
So, shall we move on to one of the new, exciting new features of Planet Zoo 2? We're finally able to show the building of an aviary. Shall we get started?
I think so. I think that sounds like a good idea.
Where are we going to place the aviary?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Maybe we can put the aviary off to the left here.
Okay.
I think I can go into my multi-select tool and I'm gonna delete the keeper hut that I don't need.
Yep.
Because I want to keep my habitats close to the keeper hut. So I'm gonna build the aviary over here.
Okie dokie. So how do we get started?
So first things first is you just want to go into your barrier tool.
Yep.
And then I'm going to select, you can use any barrier you want. Because I want the guests to be able to see our shoe bowl, I'm going to use, I think maybe the wired netting today. And then I'm just going to go in and draw in the habitat. You can see it also starts straight, but I like to work with the curves of the habitat. So you first place a little piece down and then it ends up curved. And you can see it automatically shrinks and expands as well to the length that you want. I'm gonna make that nice and a little bit rounded. Give our shoe balls
this is
a fair bit of space because
a large one.
they're quite big birds. I'm making a spludge-shaped habitat.
Official shape name. Spludge. Cool. So we got our fence
We've got
already.
the fence, and then we need to always add a staff gate.
Of course.
It's a bit of a shorter fence, but I will probably increase the height. There we go. Yeah, so we got staff access. And then for the creme de la creme, the aviary roof.
Yep.
So they work with these roof support poles, and then you can also increase or decrease the height. I'm holding shift on my keyboard. This is for, obviously, that's for a PC player game. And what I typically do when I do the aviaries is like, I'll just put in, I don't want to have too many posts. So I want to have varying heights of my poles to support the roofing. And I'll probably have like a slightly higher one on this side. And then maybe slightly lower down here.
Cool.
Like so. I might need just one in the center.
Okay.
And then that should be more than enough
Yep.
support.
And you can play around with this anyway after, right? Once we've got the roof in, we can edit if we like.
Exactly, and that's quite nice because it's like you're not always quite sure how many you need when you don't put the roof in first. And then same thing with the roof, like when we've got the habitat barriers, you have different options, different styles. So let's maybe show, I've actually not really played with the fabric.
Okay.
Should we try that one out?
Why not?
And then all you do is click, and then it will appear on your habitat like so.
Oh yeah, nice.
Just like
the fabric
that.
one is quite white, I suppose. That is the point.
Yeah, I think it's like a, you can, if we
Like a
zoom in,
mesh.
it's like a very, very fine mesh.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very cool. I've seen that at quite a few places with aviaries. And I actually also want to change the droop a little bit because I think it's
very slight changes. Some very slight changes and see what happens.
Yeah, let's go like up to the positives and let's see what happens. And if I click it again and put it back in, slightly more rounded.
Yeah.
I actually quite like that. It's a little bit more rounded,
Quite
less
modern
droopy.
looking. Yeah.
Yes, it does. And because of my spludge shape, it looks very contemporary. And then, so that we know what our shoe balls will want, again, I'm going to bring in the staff to allow access for this as well.
Okie dokie.
That, and then
Easy.
nice and simple. And let's go to the animal storage and grab our shoe bills.
There they are.
They're ready and waiting. Send to zoo.
Nice.
There we go.
And that's, you've got your aviary almost, you know, you've got the skeleton of your aviary is set up in the blink of an eye. And now, just like we did with the hares, we get to go in and customize just like you would any other habitat, right?
Exactly.
Right. Are they on the way? Looks like it.
There we go. There's one incoming. And there's the other.
Nice. Never gets old.
It's always so full of character. I think just to take it in. Sorry, buddy, I let the box wrap over you.
Wow.
This is the male. You can see he's a little bit bigger than the female here. And just, beautiful.
Yeah.
So let's have a look and see what do they need, hey?
Yep, let's have a look. Obviously a bit more to do here, right? Because we didn't use the blueprint. We kind of built this from scratch, so plenty to do.
Exactly.
Should we pause while we get set up?
Yeah, because then they can walk around afterwards when their habitat is ready. So first things that I like to do in habitats, I actually like to look at the water first. So I always like to sculpt my terrain how I like it,
Sure.
and then go in and do all the extra bits. So to add water into the terrain, like what you saw, you can edit it live as well, and then this is how you will add water into the environment. So you just make a little divot here, and then I've just added a tiny bit of water. But then I can go in and just expand this out.
Right. Oh, right.
Just like so.
Okay.
And then I also do want to make it a little bit deeper, just so that they can actually, there we go.
Oh, cool.
Get a bit more water.
Yeah, it's a very different flow to how you would do it in the original game, right?
100%.
At least your way of doing it here is very different. I'm sure you could still do it the way that you are used to in the original game.
You can.
But you've mastered a new method, Mel.
It's made my life so much easier. Because yeah, in the original game, you'd have to first get all your terrain right, and then go in and add your water.
Yeah.
Just like that. I think there's a nice little body of water
Sure.
for our shoe bills, and we like them to wade through because that's exactly what they like doing.
Yeah.
And I do want to smooth out a little bit of the massive dip that I've got here.
Okay.
So what I find it easier to do is just kind of looking just at the terrain, and then I just smooth this out. Look at that. Just quick.
Yep.
Nice and simple. Just so I can get a good eye on how that's looking. There we go.
Nice.
A little bit smoother. And then pop the water back in. Calculate it, and there we go.
Okay, we got a little bit of water then.
A little bit of water, and because they come from more of a swampy environment,
Yeah.
I think we're going to want to change this to maybe a swampy water.
Perfect.
There
Why
we go.
not? Looks great.
Exactly like that.
Okie doke. So we've got a little bit of water in here. What else do we need?
Got a little water, and then we need, again, enrichment. They
Yeah,
love
of
their
course,
enrichment.
Of course.
So we need a toy enrichment. There we go. We'll
Yeah, we don't need
take out the hair anymore. Shoe bill. Just write the full name.
I think it can use, well, the rubber snake's a fun
Rubber
one.
snake is a great one. Add that little toy there, and then that's already gone up. Oh, perfect. Toy enrichment they're happy with, and then we can add in a food enrichment there.
Yep. What should we go for? We've got the frozen fish blocks, always the favourite.
Always favorite. I'll put it down nearer to
Nice.
the water.
Yeah.
Because that's where the fish should be, right? It's like,
And we got one more.
maybe the bamboo feeder could be nice, actually.
Sure.
I'll put it on this side of the habitat, just like that. There we go.
Nice.
100%.
Okay, plants.
Plants. So they're native to wetlands environment, as we know.
Yep.
And then we just want a bit of plant coverage as well.
Okay.
So we can go into our nature tab. And then what is also quite nice is we've got an array of different types of foliage in here as well. So I'm going to then go into the filter option, and then I'm going to just change it to wetlands.
Yep.
And then I should get all of those different types of plants that relate to this environment as well. So I quite like mangroves. I think their roots are really pretty.
They are.
They're very, 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 very nice tree. And then maybe a little bit of reeds. What's nice is you've got these area fill options.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can make them like big or small
yeah.
or large, and just add a little bit of like coverage around even like the different parts of the habitat.
Yep. Oh, it's a nice idea to kind of around the poles, right, as well. If you want to blend them in a bit more to the environment, you could probably drop these here.
Exactly.
Nice.
So you can just add a little bit of coverage around like larger areas, just like this.
Is that one of your kind of tips and tricks you would say to make a habitat feel more natural? Is just make sure to cover larger areas, or do you tend to leave? Is it like a mix and match depending on the species?
It definitely is. Like I think because with the wetlands environment, I like to add a little bit more. So I do like to maybe go in and add a little bit more into the space, because you can afford to do it with this kind of biome, which is really nice. we'll just go in and add a few of these reed options. There we go. Just adding, like what I like to do is like layers.
Yep.
This was something that was even like early days of park building when just starting out, getting taught by one of like the art director, Mark Cox of the game, and he always taught us to work in layers, especially when you're working with tropical environments, wetland environments. What's nice is you can align things also to the water.
Cool.
So now I've got the lily pads, and then I can just align them straight to the water like
Very
so,
nice.
which is really, really handy.
Obviously, you're using individual foliage pieces here, right? You're hand placing all of this.
I am.
There is obviously as well the nature brush.
There is.
Are we going to show that here, or do we want to save that for later?
I can show it a bit here
Okay.
because I think this is a great opportunity for especially a bit of grasses.
Okay.
I think because it's a little bit sandy, a little bit brown.
Yep.
So I think if we can go in here and then we can grab one of the grass options,
Okay.
is really, really nice. So I think we can do wild grass. We definitely want grasslands because this is the biome we are in. So we want to match the biome ideally that we're in. So there we go. I've grabbed this one. And then you can change the size of the brush and the intensity.
Okay.
So we'll just put it maybe down to like 60 is fine. And then I'm just going to go in and there we go. Just like this.
Yeah.
And it automatically aligns with the terrain, like no matter if it's like on a slope or even like on the side. So just add a little bit of grasses for our shoe build, just like so. I think that's looking really, really good. And if one ever, like for example here in the water, I don't actually want these in the water. You can go and delete them because they're just individual pieces. So you can go in here and we'll just multi-select a couple of these just to remove them a bit from the water.
Cool.
Like so.
Nice.
Because they're actually placed down individual pieces. Which is super handy.
And again, this is, I guess, a good example of we're building this habitat from scratch, right? But again, there are tools now in Planet Zoo 2 that allow you to, even when you're going to the nth degree with your kind of decoration, you can still, you know, save time and you can still do things effectively the way you want them, but using some of the new tools, it really just helps you get to that finished article much quicker.
100%. Exactly, and it's really nice also for larger habitats, especially when we do mixed species environments. You know, it's very common for us to put, you know, like our giraffes with our zebras and our wildebeest. So that would require a larger habitat, and then you can go in with that nature brush and just kind of very, very quickly set that up.
All right, so we've done some fine tuning. We've got there with the terrain. What's the next step, Mel? What do we need to do?
We just need a little bit of waterlock as well, and that one is really straightforward. You just paint it over existing terrain, and then it goes in and just adds a nice like top water like look to the environment.
Realistic. The shoebills love this kind of thing, right? That's why they need quite a lot of it.
Exactly.
There you go. You've hit the requirement already.
And it's honestly as simple as that.
Yeah. So the last thing that we're going to do for these wonderful birds is add a nest, right?
Yes, I think so.
What are we going to go with?
So they like to use the water platform nest.
Makes sense, yep.
These are really, really nice. You can put them over shallow water. I like to tuck them also into the reeds. Then it feels like really part of their environment.
Nice.
And then that will solve everything that the shoebills need. And as I'm sure you could see, like this was put together really, really quickly. It was really simple. And we managed to solve their needs within a matter of minutes.
Obviously, when you guys are playing at home, we'll probably add some hard shelter and some other bits, but for the sake of the demo, we just wanted to show you really just how easy and simple it was to get started with a shoebill habitat. Fully custom, the roofing it's ridiculously easy, right? Putting the roof on the habitat. It's almost too easy. It lets you really kind of fine-tune those decisions that you want to make.
100%. And you can see it was one click, and it was in. And you can adjust the roof as well. And to your heart's content, you can make it a little bit more rounded, or as we saw, you can make it a bit more droop. And we opted to go for a slightly more rounded roof, which is great.
All right then. Okay. Last but not least, shall we move over to aquariums?
Yes, my favorite part.
Let's do it. Where are we going to build the tank?
I think the tank could be actually maybe just over here,
Okay.
a bit more central.
Sure.
So just to give me an idea of like how far it is going to be away, I'm just going to build a little pathing just to start creating the network for our staff to get there.
Okie dokie.
And then let's go straight into it.
Okay.
So the habitat barriers with the aquariums, they have their own tab for their barrier. And then it's this glass
Okay.
barrier system over here as well.
Yeah.
So the lionfish is not very big.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need a very large tank.
No, let's build quite a
sky.
small one.
So there we go. So we can probably we'll make it like just under like a 5 meter. We can actually lock the length. I'm gonna lock the length at like about 8 maybe.
Okay.
Let's go for about 8, like 2. Yeah, maybe we want a little bit of a viewing option for our guests. So maybe like that should be fine.
Okay.
What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, looks fine by me.
And then I'm gonna make these a straight one instead.
Bit of variation.
Bit of variation. I've done a lot of
Yeah.
the rounded ones, and then I've just put on our angle snap just to make sure this is a little bit more like a perfect
Yep.
square as well. Just like that.
Nice. Okay. What else we need?
And then we need to, again, always you need staff access.
Yep.
Grab our gate. And I'm just gonna put it off to the side like there.
Cool.
I think. There we go.
And the water goes straight
Automatically
in.
comes in.
Lovely.
It's as simple as that. And then we just got to bring our staff around.
Perfect.
There we go. And without further ado,
Yep.
let's grab our red lionfish.
Lovely. All right, so in the interest of time, we've dropped some of the fish into the aquarium, and we're now ready to, I guess, first of all, let's check on the fish, right? Do we need to make sure that it's the right salinity in this aquarium for these fish?
Yes, that's right. So we're going to add in some water filtration. And then luckily we've already placed someone who will come in, our staff member, who will maintain that as well. So going into the facilities tab, we can just grab the water filter.
Cool.
And then I'll just connect this straight up to the path.
Yep.
It's a pretty small tank, so we won't need a big, like a big system. So we'll just need one, should be sufficient. And then if I click this as well, because that's from a scenery perspective, but if I click this and say edit the network, you get this heat map and you connect it straight up to your aquarium and then back again.
And then we just need to change the type of water, right?
That's right, yeah. So we want this to be salt water.
Nice.
And that's it.
Voila, we've got salt water. All right, so should we do a bit of decoration of this nice tank that we've got using some blueprints maybe?
Yes, we'll add in some nice corals. So I'm actually going to search for coral up in the top.
Still on.
I do. I've got the wetlands biome still from when we were building out our shoebill habitat. And in here, there's some really nice already pre-made collections of coral, which is really, really nice. The rocks are particularly beautiful as well. And there's just such a key focus on the color. You can see even the corals have got these beautiful patches of color on them, because those are also, again, they're colorable, and you can go in and change about 3 different colors on the coral rocks, which is super nice. And I'm gonna add some little pieces of coral around in the habitat. I actually want to get a top-down view of this so I can kind of see where I want to place everything as well. And then that one's a bit too big. I think I will smush. I'll pour. There we go. And then maybe just another medium one, just like that.
Cool.
And again, what's also really nice, you can just edit the terrain live in here. So I like making it a little bit uneven in my aquarium tanks as well. So I'll go in here and just like lift it up in certain parts.
Why is that? To make it more natural, I guess?
Yeah, like make it feel like some of the sand is like maybe moved up against the coral. You know, like you would see in some instances. So just giving it a little bit more movement in the terrain, just like that.
Nice.
There we go. A little bit of unevenness, I think, goes a long way.
Yeah.
And then there's just a very simple aquarium that we've put in here. And what is an aquarium without a little boat?
A boat, okay.
I do like adding in these little boat scenery pieces. And then because of scaling, at least we can make it hopefully small enough to fit into the tiny aquarium. Just like that.
Nice. Nice, your little hull.
And then I'm gonna make it a little bit buried in the sand.
Okay. Real shipwreck scene going on.
Exactly.
Cool.
And there we go. There's a nice little aquarium all set up and ready to go.
Nice.
Add in the anchor.
Okay.
Also a little bit buried in the sand. If you want to put it like that and then lift it up a bit. There we go.
Fun. Nice. Again, very, very quick demonstration, right, of the tools that you have at your disposal for aquariums. And you've got something, again, in kind of 2 minutes, all set up and ready to go, which is really nice. There's that lovely red lionfish.
Beautiful model. And just swimming nicely amongst our shoals of the bannerfish as well.
Lovely.
So we've got some finishing touches that I think we could add to the zoo, don't we, Zach?
Yeah, let's use the nature brush and kind of on a larger scale this time around.
There we go. We're going to our nature brush, and then I'm going to grab some marula trees and then just paint some around the outside. Just give it a little bit more life.
Yeah, fill in some of the space.
Fill in some of these gaps, maybe even around the hare habitat.
Yeah.
There we go.
And again, you can obviously go in after this and fine tune if you like, right?
Exactly, you can. You can go in and just, quite honestly, just move each individual tree if you want. You can
exactly like the one that's in the path.
Exactly like that, or even just do undo. And then there we go, and I think maybe just a little bit of grass.
Okay.
And I think then that should be more than enough, and we can leave our animals to their heart's content. There's some nice little willow shrubs. There we go.
Awesome.
There we go.
Cool. Just like that, we've kind of brought the zoo to life, you know? Really, really simple and easy. And I mean, the whole thing, right? We spent probably an hour and a half just really building out the very basics of a zoo, getting everything up and running super quick with the facilities and the shops. Then we moved on to the terrestrial habitat where we dropped down a blueprint, super, super easy. We got the hares in there, really nice aviary put together with the mesh roof, with the shoe built in. And then finally we just got a nice aquarium, again, showing the blueprint scenery that you can do there. So really nice job, Mel. Thank you so much for showing us how easy it is, I guess, to build in Planet Zoo 2.
Well, thanks for having me, and we can't wait for our players to get a hold of this, can't we?
Yes, Planet Zoo 2 launches on the 13th of October on PC, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And if you want the physical edition, you can get that on the 20th of October on consoles. And obviously we've also got the pre-order bonus and the deluxe edition. The deluxe edition comes with 6 additional animals, and the pre-order bonus gets you the toucan eat, the tiger photo standing wall, and some really cool animal donation bins as well. So lots to come still in the next few months, so I'm sure we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.